Hey, everybody, it's me, Jonathan Miller, the voice of the Veil, back with another Big Hype podcast. And been a little while, so I apologise for not coming back to you. Big thank you, shout out, of course, to our sponsors as well. See Prestige, Boxster, and I forget MCO, WePrep UK, our final sponsor at the moment. So if you'd like to become a sponsor, then get in touch with the show as well. Ladies and gentlemen, joining me today from his studio slash gym slash home, where he does all of his bits and bobs, the fantastic and wonderful Daniel Nubour. Am I saying that right?
Nubour. Yes,
Nubour.
Nubour.
I'm a ring announcer. I'm supposed to get these things right, and I get them wrong all the time. So that's look at this. The champ's in the house. Beautiful, beautiful. Dan, I'm going to ask you the same question that I've asked everyone else
Yes.
who's come on the podcast. How and why did you get involved in boxing?
Okay. I get involved in boxing because I used to start as a boxing coach in the gym. So I was telling my client, and my client, she said that she will start to join a white collar fight. And I asked her, what is a white collar fight? And she said, it's a fight that is come for charity, for help people with the cancer, for cancer research, and you do fundraising. So I was thinking, I am the coach, I should do it as well, a fight. And also because my grandma, unfortunately, she passed away, my grandma. So I want to do something in her memory as well,
Yeah, of course.
and to do something nice in life and fight and win the fight for her. So this was the main motive that make me go into boxing. Yes,
So you started off with the white collar, ultra white collar of
yes,
the companies available, obviously. But you started with that, and then what happened to you next? Then you got a bit of a taste for it.
yes. After my first boxing fight, that it went very well. It was in Troxy in front of 3,000 people. So it was a
Great
lot of
venue.
people there. My legs were shaking before entering the ring. And then when I went there, everyone was cheering for my opponent. Everyone for Zack the Ripper, Zack the Ripper, Zack the Ripper. So I was thinking they set the fight, against me. I was like, what's going on? But then I step in, I did my job, I stayed behind the jab. It went very well. I won the fight. And after that fight, I done another one, until to have 4 undefeated fight in the white collar.
Awesome.
So it went very well. They say you should try to go amateur boxing as well to
Yeah.
test yourself, test the level, and improve. So I decided to walking by. There is a nice boxing club in my area. It's called Dale Youth. It's an amazing boxing club, historic as well. And I'm working, and I said, I really would like to represent your club. I would like to fight for the club. And I remember that day, the coach Brian was there. He said, yes, you can. You just have to lose a bit of weight.
Oh
I
well, I
mean,
mean, don't
I
we
came
all?
there with a bit of belly. So I lost the weight. I start to fighting. I do my first fight, amazing KO. I done the second fight, another stoppage. It was going very well. So I realized that I was going well. So I put all my energy, all my focus on boxing, on the training, nutrition, the good sleeping, good life habit, and that's make me bring to win many fights after as well. And the amateur career was very good. I managed to do 4 stoppage in 4 wins that I have in the
Good.
amateur. The other 3 was on the decision, but very close decision on fighter, but it is what it is.
You're not accusing the judges of cheating there, are you? For any stretch of
Yeah,
the imagination? No, no, no. I know. Yeah. Like I've been a judge and a referee, and it's a tough old job being, listen, trying to sort of pick what's going on in front of you and hearing crowds behind you can kind of mislead you a little bit and confuse you. So
yeah,
yeah, I get, sometimes decisions don't always go the way, and you think they should have, and that's not for me to judge. That's up for
that's
them to
it.
decide. So you went into the amateur game for a little while there as well, and then you sort of had a chat with your coaches and people and decided that the next step might be the pro game.
Yes, the step for the pro game, honestly, my age, I was already 34 on that time.
Okay,
So another year, I could miss the opportunity to be a professional fighter. So because the clock was finishing, I decided to jump to the professional. So I done the interview, I done assessment as well. I done a breast scan, eye test, and then I knew I have hemoglobin C disease, which is a trait of sickle cell. So I knew I have a small enlarged spleen. But when the medical check and they say to do another X-ray on my spleen, was too enlarged, was 8 centimeters more than normal, the spleen. So they say you cannot go to boxing this way. So I had to finish. So it was very, very traumatic for me because boxing was everything. I started boxing at 32, and at 35 I was realizing the dream to go pro, but then it couldn't happen for this health reason, and the world crashed down on me. But in the same time, I stayed strong, and I said, look, I can still help people to improve their boxing, to get better, to stay strong in life, and overcome every obstacle. And so this is giving me the strength now to be here with you and talk about all the journey and what's happened with a smile as well, which is, yeah.
So how long ago was that? Because you're still a young pup now looking at you. You're quite a young looking chap.
Yeah, this was last year. So I was no, I was 35. Was 35. Yeah, yeah. So it's been very, very tough.
So how have you coped? What have you done now? Obviously, you said the boxing side of it, you've had to stop. You're still involved though with boxing and coaching and other things as well. So what's going on with what's going on then after that? What happened after that situation? What was the outcome of that situation?
After that, I keep training my clients in my gym, which is still training, and also I done my level 2 for England boxing. So
Okay.
I helped out the amateur boxing club, which I used to fight for.
Okay,
And I
cool.
helped out with the juniors and with the seniors as well. And now I've done the level 2. At the moment, I'm still coaching in my gym, but I also started a new journey, which is with
Okay.
tennis, but it's a different argument. So, yeah,
Okay. Well,
well,
tell
I
us about that.
started with
Tell
tennis.
us about that.
Yeah, because tennis also is very close sport to boxing. You still have to use your core and rotate your waist, running. So it's very explosive. It's very intensive sport
Hmm.
as well, and have less impact of my spleen because the major problem was if I was getting punched on my spleen. With tennis, if I really, really unlucky, a tennis ball hit my spleen, this can happen, but
Yeah.
it's much unluckily. So I decided to learn tennis as a player, and I done my level 1 for assistant coach as well for tennis. So it's building up as well the tennis. And regarding boxing, I still training, I still watching fight, and I still involved with boxing as well. So I'm very grateful that I can still coaching and keep carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So you say let's go right back then. So when you were a young lad and you started before even this, because you came to boxing at, as you say, 32. Do you say
32,
32? 32 years
32,
old.
yeah.
32 years old. Yeah, that's a whole lot. 30 years of stuff. What did you do before you found boxing? What were you engaged in? What were you playing? Were you
Yeah.
boxing? Were you football? Were you rugby? School education? What was life for you, Dan, before you
Yeah.
found boxing?
So before I found boxing, I was doing training for gym. So I was going normally in the gym. But before then, when I was in Italy, before to travel to come to London, I was doing 100-meter sprints. I was a sprinter, 100 meters and 200 meters.
Wow.
And yeah, I done on my first competition in Arena Giuriati in Milan was 11:38. My result 11:38 for 100 meters. So it was very good. Was very good. And I done 100 meters, no, 2 times 100 meters, and 1 time the 200-meter competition. But then after I came in London, so I didn't proceed.
Yeah. Okay.
And before then, I done various sport. I done from about the volleyball school, basketball. I done football, swimming, martial art. I done Jeet Kune Do. So maybe that's why something when I started to do boxing at 32 came out as well from the martial art. I done for 1 year Jeet Kune Do is the martial art of Bruce Lee. Yeah, so it include kicks, punches, everything. So very good, very good.
So was Bruce Lee a hero figure for you?
Yeah, Bruce Lee was the main hero also because the mindset as well. For the mindset
Okay.
to channel the energy in the right way, and yes, so it was a figure to follow. Yes,
What's your secret then to channeling the energy that you have now? How do you do that? What would you do on a normal day? You're feeling a bit down, maybe you're feeling a bit, I've got to get out of bed. What would you do, Dan? What would you tell people out there?
Yes.
If you do these couple of steps, perhaps, things will get better.
Yeah. So what I usually say to people to do when they feel tired or don't have the energy or the mind is overwhelmed of thinking, the best way is to do meditation. Meditation, take a deep breath. You can also close your eyes. You inhale for the nose for 1, 2 seconds, hold for a second, and then exhale. And you do this for 10 times.
10 times,
Inhale
hang
for the
on,
nose.
I've already done
Yeah,
one.
no, no,
Let me do one with the other.
but it's gonna help you a lot.
Okay, I'm good. That's two. I'm okay.
You feel better already, yeah?
Okay. What else? What else do you tell? So your PT clients come in when they're like, oh, a really bad day at work, Dan. What am I going to do? And you tell them to just chill for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I like it.
meditation and yoga as well. Yoga exercises as well. Yoga is helping a lot with flexibility. It's helping as well the mind to calm down in any situation. So it's very, very important. Yoga, flexibility, and meditation, even more than the sport itself. Sometimes the best way is to learning how to breathe in order then to channeling very well the energy during the fight or during the training, whatever it's gym, boxing, rugby, or anything. Breathing is the most important thing, I believe.
You mentioned quite a few different sports that we've gone through, and again, what's the core part of that is applicable to all of the sports that you've tried? Running, boxing, tennis. Now, what's the core point that you would say to anyone out there saying these are the things that you need to focus on first and foremost before you go up to the next? Try and add something to the levels or to the game.
Yeah. So, what I suggest for go up to the next level in any sport, the core fundamental is the nutrition. Is the nutrition because if you eat very well, you're gonna have the energy for fulfill your task and to training at your maximum effort. If you don't eat the right fuel, it's like a car. If you give the car the wrong petrol, doesn't work very well. If you give the V-Power petrol, the best petrol, is work much better. So the same things with the body as well. You need the right fuel. So I would say food is the best. Number two will be the sleeping as well. The sleeping at least to sleep 8 hours a day. Because when you sleep well as well, you feel the difference in your life. Every time you have to take a decision as well. You take better decision when you're sleeping better, and the nervous system as well is more relaxed. So it's gonna give you more energy during the day. So we say second important things, core thing is sleeping. Third things as well is the mindset. In terms of mindset as well, your mindset that you can say to yourself that you overcome any situation, that you can deal with anything, and then the more you repeat to yourself, it's like affirmation. The more you repeat to yourself, the more it's gonna become automatic in your brain, like a setup, and then that way you're gonna start to think in that way, and everything will realize in the right way. So the power of the mind as well and the mindset is very important. There's I believe a lot in the law of attraction. The what you focus on, the you gonna attract.
Okay, I've heard that expression before. Like, if you look at when you drive in a car, if you look at the curb, you're going to hit the curb. That's where you're going. Is that is
True.
that
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Everything you focus your mind on is gonna happen. So if you focus on winning and yes, I'm gonna make it, you gonna make it. Somehow you will make it. So this I believe in the sport is very, very important. I've been in a challenging situation as well during my fight camp, during my preparation for the fight, or even during the weight loss for the fight, just to make the weight as well. But I would say to myself, I can do it. I will make it. I will make it. And then every day, step by step, will happen. And yeah, so I can say that everything is possible. Put your mind in the right frame, and everything will happen for the right.
small steps, day by day, progress day by day, building on that? What would you say to
Yes.
me, Dan? Because I am an absolutely useless person for sleep. I sleep about 4 to 5 hours, and it's broken.
Okay.
What would you do with me? What would you do to help me sleep?
Okay. For happy sleep, there is an amazing technique that I learned in a school. I used to do for meditation for the gut. So this technique is consist on tip feet with the feet, toe tapping. You're just tapping your toes. So you lay down on the bed and with the face towards the ceiling, and then with the feet, with your toes, you just open up, open, close, tap your toes. After a while, you're gonna start to have more circulation on all the body, and you're gonna start to fall asleep even without thinking. It's amazing technique. This changed my life, and I will advise to anyone. It's called toe tapping. There is also some small videos on YouTube as well, and they talk about this technique. So since I start to do that, my sleep is improved much better. And also, it's not just about the hour of sleep, but it's the quality of the sleep as well.
Yeah, okay, I get that point. So what would you describe as a good quality of sleep? Because if
Yeah,
I bought one of these bands, and I don't know where I put it, to be honest with you. This is how good it is. But I bought one of those bands, like Hume, is it Hume? No, obviously there are other bands available. And it sort of monitors your sleep pattern. It tells you sort of thing. That's why I kind of
yeah.
see. But how would you get into the quality of sleep? How would you recommend you do that?
For the quality of sleep, the best way is to avoid any blue ray light during the night. So if you go to sleep 1 hour before sleeping, try to avoid any phone or television. Instead, you can read a book or do some meditation, and this is gonna help your body as well to stay more in the state of the sleeping. So once you sleep, you're gonna have a better quality of sleep, and you're gonna be able to be on the REM phase. The REM phase is where your sleep is in at its maximum, and your recovering of the nervous system is more faster as well. So my advice is to just to avoid any digital device, any
I
screens
try.
before sleep one
I'm gonna
hour.
try. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try. I'm gonna try. I'm not very good at that because I like to play games and do all these things. That's probably why I'm up at 2 o'clock in the morning. Probably thinking about it now, actually, or replying to emails or messages, and you're thinking, oh, have I done this? Have I got this? Have I done all these things I'm supposed to do? For boxers,
yeah.
what would you recommend? Is there anything that you sort of say to boxers? You say, look, as your boxing coach, England level 2, English boxing, what would you say to the young boxers out there who want to get going? Obviously, we've got your three cores: your nutrition, your sleep, your mindset. You've helped my sleep out, hopefully. What would you say to the young
Everything, yeah.
boxers?
I would say to never skip a training, to always attend to each training. They usually, for the amateur boxing, is 3 times a week, because by showing up to the training, you have already a win with yourself. Because the most difficult thing sometimes is to even just show up to the training. So this will be my main advice. Once you show up to the training, you put the effort, you put the work, you give your 100%, and every time you build your mindset stronger, 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 and the day of the fight is gonna be very, very easy to win, because you already put your 100% effort during the training, and you never skip a training. Because sometimes you walking through the ring, maybe you start to thinking, oh, why I skipped the training? Why did I need to well that day? Why didn't I sleep well that day? And then, oh, it's coming through, and in your mind is already a minus. But if you've done everything properly and perfectly before the fight is gonna be very, very, very easy. Yeah. So I would say consistency is the key. Attend over to your training. This is my best advice.
I like that. I mean, yeah, showing up is half the battle, isn't it? Once you're there,
Yeah.
I say this, and I haven't been to the gym in ages, so I went to the gym. If I got there, I kind of just got on with it and enjoyed it. By the end of it, somehow the endorphins are kicked in, and I was like, oh, actually, okay, I've done an hour long set. I should have done it as well, an extra 10 minutes. So do that, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Showing up is half the battle.
Yeah.
Fighting is a different kettle of fish. Obviously, when you're amateur, you're out most sort of weekends somewhere. How regular were you having? How regular are your boxers getting fights now?
Well, at the moment, no, I don't have any boxer they prepare for a fight, because I'm mostly teaching my gym. When I used to have boxers they preparing for the fight, I used to give all the advice that we spoke today about the mindset, about the dedication, about the sleeping, and about the meditation as well. And most of that they managed to win their fight. So I'm very proud for this. And for anyone that need advice, just keep in touch and I can help out. Yeah.
We'll come to the socials in a second, but Dan,
Yeah.
Dan. I think we've covered quite a lot of bits and bobs. Is there anything that you sort of want to share with? I know you said your story with the issues you had in the boxing side of it, and that's. Is there anything else you want to talk about? Is there anything I'm missing?
And if we, the missing, it's about the power of believing, the power of believing. Because I came from Italy to London with just 200 euros, and in my mind, my dream was to one day to become a successful personal training in London, learn English, and do well. And then the fight happened, that I started to fight as well in the boxing, and I wanted to go pro. The dream was almost become real. So because my mind was already set in there. If I was not set my brain to have this big goal, I wouldn't come all these steps. So whatever you are, you start at any age, you always have the possibility to do great things during the time. So always believe it's never too late at 20 years old, 25, 30 years old. Just put the mindset in a positive way, and you will see then everything is possible. And every day that you show up, every day that you are doing your effort, everything will come in the right time. Because the time is not tomorrow, it's not in 1 month, it's not in 2 months, maybe it's 2 years, you realize your dream. You don't even realize how far you come. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, mate, that's also that's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you.
To come here with a couple of quid in your pocket, learn English. I mean, we've just done a whole podcast in English, so your English is fantastic. You're obviously doing and living what you set out you wanted to do, and that's all through the power of belief that you could do it, and you've done it.
Thank you.
So I believe there's nothing that is going to upset you and keep you going from achieving your next goals, whatever they are. Dan, we have a bit of a closing tradition on our podcast, which is called the final round.
Yes.
Daniel Nubour, are you ready for your final round?
Final round. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Southpaw or orthodox?
Orthodox.
Body shots or head shots?
Headshot.
You train alone or with a partner?
Train.
Are you an early bird or you're a night owl? Early bird or night owl?
Early bird.
Early bird.
Since I
Good man.
start boxing.
What time do you get up in the morning? What are you time? You're a 5 a.m. person?
Time 6 a.m., 6:30. When I used to do boxing, 5:30. I used to go and run in the morning. So yeah, it changed my life. Before I used to be night owl.
Yeah, I'm a night owl. I'm both. That's the problem. Right, heavy bag or speed bag?
Heavy bag.
Okay.
100%.
Don't like the speed bag. No one likes the speed bag.
Easy.
Yeah, I know. It's that thing on TikTok I've been watching. They keep trying to sell me this thing with things. Anyway, the dog or favorite?
Underdog. I always been underdog even in the fights, and I always prove them wrong. So it's the best feeling.
It's the Rocky story, isn't it? You're on the underdog. Look where you can go. Right. Are you training in the gym or are you training outdoors? Which is your favorite?
Okay, I would say training the gym. Training the gym. Yes, it's give me more the mindset. Outdoor is very nice, but it's too much distraction, too much good fresh air. But in the gym, you feel the power of training.
Bit in
Yeah,
the sawdust that goes on the floor. Yeah. Okay. I get you. Are you up for short, powerful punches or are you up for the long, technical game?
powerful punches.
Okay. Do you fight dirty or fight clean?
Fight clean.
Yeah. Okay. A loud crowd or quiet atmosphere?
Sorry.
The loud crowd or the quiet atmosphere?
Okay. Light crowd.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick knockout or strategic wins?
Quick knockout.
Don't get paid for overtime, yeah? I mean, it looks like this is actually happening now, eventually, after years of speculation. AJ or Fury?
Okay. Fury.
Okay. Fury, okay.
Yeah, I believe he's gonna win.
You haven't got to justify it. You haven't got to justify it to me. I think it's just the fans are going to win. We finally get what we wanted, perhaps a little bit past their prime, but still, it's going to be a great night.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on the Big Hype Podcast. Is there anyone you want to shout out? Is there anyone, perhaps give it your socials as well, any sponsors? If they want to get coached by you, how to get in contact with you?
Yeah, you can get in contact with me through my Instagram, Limitless Energy 90, and also to the gym where I work. It's called Kiss Gym Acton. And then, yes, yeah, in the third, yeah, Kiss Gym Acton. And my brand is called Limitless Energy as well. which I made also t-shirt, jumpers. I used to make before boxing gloves as well, head guard as well. So for anything, get in touch.
Fantastic. Well, Dan, thank you again for coming on the Big Hope podcast. Wish you every success in whatever you do, if it's tennis or if you come back into boxing or I don't know, whatever. Whatever you
Maybe
put your
tennis
hand up.
tournament. Next one will be my
Tennis,
tennis tournament.
we'll see you in Wimbledon in a few years' time, yeah?
I hope so.
Good man, good man, good man. Well, thanks so much for coming on the Big Hope podcast.
You're welcome, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you, brother. Take care.
Have a good